Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to my channel. This is your mentor Jahan Zeb, and I'm going to spend some quality time with you and discuss some English literature. So I hope you like it. Students, I would like to begin my lecture with a very motivational quote by Helen Keller. She says that optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope or confidence. I'd like to know in comments whether you like this quote or not. Students, this lecture is primarily focused on Alexander Pope, one of the greatest English poets of the 18th century. Alexander Pope was a poet and satirist of the 18th century Augustan period. A satirist is a person who points out follies of a society. An Augustan period was a literary period that primarily focused on form. He was best known for his poems like an essay on the criticism, the rape of the lock, the Dunciad, and an essay on man. He was also one of the most epigrammatic of all English authors. By epigrammatic, we mean precise but clever. After a brief introduction of Alexander Pope, we are going to look at one of his famous poems, Ode on Solitude. This poem is about a man who is fortunate enough to lead a peaceful life. Such a person has no worries and he inherits vast expanse of land from his father. And health is wealth. He leads a healthy life. Stanza number 1 is Happy the man whose wish and care, a few paternal acres bound, content to breathe his native air, in his own ground. Remember one thing, whenever you are given lines for explanation, you have to give name of the poem and name of the poet. In this case, the poem is Ode on Solitude and the poet is Alexander Pope. So, the reference would go like this. These lines have been taken from the poem Ode on Solitude, written by Alexander Pope. And now the context. This poem is about four things. Number one, it's about a happy and contented life. Number two, Alexander Pope tells us that a person who owns a piece of land has no worries. Number three, such a person has a sound sleep. And number four, he dies anonymously. In these lines, Alexander Pope tells us that a man born with property is lucky, that he have no worries. He breathes fresh air in his acquired land. Last, he does not have to leave his home for the sake of money. Whose herds with milk, whose fields with bread, whose flocks supply him with attire, whose trees in summer yield him shade, in winter fire. All his basic necessities are supplied by this land. The sheep provide him with milk and wool. The trees provide him with shade in summer and logs of wood in winter. Blessed who can unconcernedly find hours, days, and years slide soft away in health of body, peace of mind, quiet by day. Now, in these lines, we are told that such a person who has no worries, no tension, no responsibilities is self satisfied. And of course, such a person has no medical issues, he is healthy. And one more thing, such a person likes loneliness or what we call solitude. Sound sleep by night, study and ease, together mixed, sweet recreation, an innocence which most does please with meditation. According to Alexander Pope, such people have 4 characteristics. Number 1, they enjoy sound sleep. Number 2, they enjoy reading. Number 3, they like amusement or entertainment. And number 4, they adore meditation. Thus, let me live, unseen, unknown. Thus, unlamented, let me die. Steal from the world, and not a stone. Tell where I lie. Pope continues to tell us that such people are physically fit, they want to live an unknown life, they wish to die in peace, and they would like no tomb or stone to mark their grave. This brings us to the end of this poem, and these are the references of sources that I've used for preparing this lecture. I hope and wish that you have learned something new. So, if you want me to make more videos, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon. Stay safe.